Forgot my mic was muted. That's funny. I'm actually going to turn this light off. It's kind of bright for me. Uh, so, here is my Minecraft world. You may know it as, assuming you do know it, this is my main Minecraft world. Now, you may be like, what? You have wooden tools and you've spent 2,700 days in this world? Well, that's because, and 41 XP? Well, that's because I decided to do a little bit different thing. You see, like that part on the map right there, where it's white, that's my city. I have it that, it's white right now because there's a ton of snow. But I was looking on the map and I saw this really nice looking island sort of thing. You can see where my thing is on here. Why am I pointing to the monitor? You can't see me. But I saw it. I was like, that would actually be a really nice island to build something like a vacation home on. And so I decided that that's what I'm going to do. Now, the first thing about this is that I want it to feel a bit like the vacation home up in Canada that one of my relatives owns. However, because, and the reason why I would want to do it is because, like, this island in a way reminds me of it a bit. Now, there's an issue though. I haven't been to that island in over 10 years. So, I barely remember what it was like. All I remember is that there were, I think, 2 or 3 cabins that were different. I've talked with my family. I'm like, maybe we should ask if we could go up there sometime again. This would be a lot of fun. Although apparently they had a cabin right at the dock, and a couple years ago during a storm, it just fell into the water or something. I don't know. I don't remember. But right now I'm creating a... but like, my point is that I want to capture a bit of that atmosphere. And, shit, wooden tools. But I want to create a similar atmosphere to that. So right now I'm just creating a path down to where I want to build a dock. And actually, let's mine a bit for some stone tools. Now, because I do not remember what the cabin's layouts are, I'm just gonna go with the cabin of same relatives who own it. Like, they have multiple properties. Like I said, the island up in Canada. And they have their main property, and they have another property that they go to pretty frequently. That's that they primarily use for like hunting during deer season. I actually went up there this weekend. And then another a cabin where, or not a cabin, another house where they have their retirement home. That they don't use that because they're not retired yet. Or not, they don't use it because they're not retired yet. But like, I want to but it's like, they're pretty rich, I'd say. But it's like, I want to capture the feeling of that island home. I could actually probably pull it up on Google Maps. Damn zombie. Yeah, I play with keep inventory on. I don't want to constantly die. But I'm gonna pull up Google Maps and take a look. And if I can't make it, because like, I don't want to reveal exactly where it is for privacy reasons, but I'd like to at least show you what it looks like. Can I switch this to a satellite image? I do not use much stuff on PC until recently. Ah, there we go. That's satellite. There. I found the island. Okay. Probably should have checked if you could tell where this is, but I don't think you could. But this is the island right now. Like, yeah, this is a picture of the island. And yeah, I want to capture a feel to this because, like I said, there's multiple cabins, so that's what I'd want to do. I'd want to build multiple cabins. You can see a couple right here. Maybe there's more cabins than I remember. Jeez. Um, but you get the idea of what I'm trying to capture. I want to capture a feeling like that. And we are going to be building them all out of jungle wood just because the abundance of jungle wood on this island. And I also have a mod on this world. Wasn't working earlier. Let's see if it works now. Nope. Bedrock Edition Marketplace mods are ass. They're like $3. This is not active right now, which that's a possibility. Let's take a look. Oh, it's active. But I never explained like really what I'm doing here. But I have put all I still have my netherite silk touch pickaxe and an ender jet. Oh, wait, no. And that's why I keep the ender chest in my inventory. By the way, here's my city for reference. But I put too much stuff inside my city. I'm actually thinking of tearing down the wall. And as you can see, I already have like an airport built, although that's not finished. I probably will never finish it. But I have the idea of on this little peninsula over here doing something with the jungle temple. Like I was thinking a college with the jungle temple surrounding it. Or maybe something. I was thinking of adding a zoo somewhere. And all of that would not be able to fit into my wall. And so I'm actually thinking of either tearing down the wall, but that would make it that it would look really inaccurate. And like the lore of my world is that I'm a dictator, and I came to the village from far away and enslaved the villagers. Now you might say, why did you create a story about that? Because that's basically how everybody's Minecraft world stories are. The story was just an afterthought for me. And so I just decided, you know what, I might as well. And so that's the story. And I'm thinking of how it would fit into the story, but also how it would look in game. It would look really badly if I were to... It would look really bad if I were to just tear down the wall. And so I think I'll actually just keep it. Okay, good. My bed's still here. I'm thinking of actually just keeping it and just doing it a little differently. Yes, I only do part of it, but I usually put a torch under it, and I don't have any torches. Well, let's go to bed before a lot of them start spawning. Also, another thing is that this on OBS it looks way smoother gameplay than it actually is. Like this actually doesn't run that great. But on OBS it runs pretty well. Alright. So, let's start with the dock. Let's make it go out a little bit. You know, I make all my docks the same. How about we do it, because there's just an abundance of jungle trees on here. How about we do it where it's all just like this and strip it, maybe. You know, in order to play Minecraft Bedrock Edition on Linux, I had to find workarounds for everything. And please say this damn mod will work. Oh my god, why isn't it working? I think it might have something to do with my netherite tool. So I'm just gonna use my netherite tool for this. God damn it! Get out of here! No! God, I hate this goddamn thing. I might just turn it on to peaceful. I have it on hard. You know what? Screw you. I am doing peaceful. At least for now. That'll probably mess some things up back home because I have a skeleton with a name tag on it somewhere back home. But I don't care. I don't really use that guy. Okay, it works with my netherite tool. I'm just gonna chop down a couple. Just so I don't have to use my netherite tools that much. I keep forgetting to mention, like, why I'm doing this. I just wanted a little bit of a change of pace without having to create a new world. And I wanted the idea of doing an island somewhere on, or like having an island that I live on or something. And I saw this on my map and I was like, that would be perfect. And so I'm going to build probably multiple cabins on here, like I said. Now, this will not be a series. I'll let you know that right now. This will just be like one video. Maybe. Two. I don't know, depending on how I feel. I don't really like recording my gameplay because then it makes me feel like I have to finish it on, like for a video, as opposed to just playing for fun. But I just want to show you guys what I'm doing. It's like, that's why I never finished the harbor. Because I told myself, you're only going to work on it as a YouTube video. And then I barely did anything. Alright, so as stated, I want to do it in the same design as the cabin. But did I ever state it? No, I don't think I did. I want to do it in the same thing of the place where my family goes hunting. As, I don't know, I just want it to be like a cabin feel or something, and feel a little nostalgic. Or something. I don't know what am I saying? And I'll just put this here. Alright, so let's start with how yeah, let's just craft a shit ton of this into planks. And also let's craft a couple chests too. Let's just do this for now. Let's just do 4. I don't know. Let's put all the bamboo, potato I have, sugarcane, all this stuff. I'll keep the sticks. And then I'll plant this over here somewhere. And I'll put this in here for safety. I'm trying to think how the cabin appears in, because I can't remember. Let's do it where the entrance is right here, and I'm just trying to think. Because you go into the door, it's the kitchen area, and there's a wall here. So let's do that. And yeah, let's make the kitchen area to here. Although this kitchen area was actually an addition, I think. And there's a room right here for laundry and stuff. And the bathroom. But I think I'm actually just gonna skip both and have this be a bedroom. Or something, I don't know. Because it doesn't have to be exact, I just want it to be somewhat similar. So yeah, let's do it to here. Now there is actually a porch right here, but for the way the house is built, I think, because it's kind of hard to explain, but what I think is the original part and not the addition, actually, thinking I'm gonna have to have some of it on stilts, but that's fine. I think that's kind of nice for a cabin. So this will not be even really close to what it is in real life, but that's fine. And so this right here will probably just be a storage room, I think. And let's do it 4 blocks wide for this. Yeah, let's do it like that. Let's do it till this, but I'll have to chop this down and I'll have to grab out my thing, but I also want to try and find on Google Maps. Let me find the road. Okay, that's the road. It's not that road though. Where is the turn? Right there. Okay, found the cabin on Google Maps. That helps. Not. But I nearly forgot about there's another porch area, like right. Oh, that'll actually work perfect. Yeah, that'll work perfect, I think. So let's pull out my netherite tool. To get rid of this tree. Yeah, with a lot of it, with a bit of it having to be on stilts, I think it'll look really good. And like the view over there would be really great. I love the vibrant visuals in Bedrock, but I really wish that I had access to ray tracing. I'm on AMD, so I do not have access to ray tracing. It's an Intel, not an Intel. It's a NVIDIA thing. My mom had came in to ask me something, so hold on, my dog's stuck in, so let me. Alright, I'm back. Haven't fully figured out OBS yet, or else I'd pause recording, but yeah. Anywho, let's get back to this now. Let's just continue with the outline. It's got to intersect at the 1564. What would I do with all this bamboo? I don't know. I'll have to figure out a use for it somehow. I always like building it. I always like the look of jungles. They're just so pretty to me. Oh, there goes my sword. And let's just dig here to get some stone. Because I'm running low. I'm gonna figure out what to do with it. Sleep. I just realized. That's right, I don't have any armor. I can't do these. Okay. Where'd Mr. Mackey come from? I'm just thinking. So how it is in the thing is that there's a step up here to a patio door. And then there's the rest of the house, which I'm pretty sure was the main first area. So let's actually just leave this here. And let's also finish this room, because then I can actually have a safe place. Now for the flooring, it's tile, so we're gonna go with probably some stone brick eventually. This will be my temporary bedroom, I guess. Ah, my PC. I don't know, let's keep that. Let's dig out some more of my netherite tools to remove this. I know in real life there are closets on this side, but no. Yeah, let's add them. Cause yeah, it's still good. Then I could use like this for storage or something. So just put these here. I would use like the 1 through 9 buttons a lot more if they were a little less inconvenient to press. It's like I kind of want to get a mouse that has mappable buttons. So like this one I have right now is just a mouse that's been lying around for years. It's actually really ergonomic. It's like I don't really care much about peripherals. I focused on building the tower of my PC first. And so now that I have that done, I want to get a new monitor and a new chair, because you could tell it's been creaking a lot in the video. Oh shit, what happened there? But this mouse is perfectly fine. I can manually adjust the DPI from pressing a button on the mouse. I haven't really messed with it a lot, but yeah, it's fine. Same thing with the keyboard, something that's just been lying around the house for years. But this one's actually nice. It has RGB, even though it is inconsistent and a lot of the time doesn't work. My PC is 0 RGB build, so with the RGB not working right now, it actually really fits. So now I'm just thinking, I might actually go for a cobblestone look or something for the floor. And we do need a mine and a little farm. So I'm thinking. We have a little mine, like here, I think would work. Yeah. Remember I made a video talking about my unfinished projects, and I doubt anybody ever really noticed it. But I removed it because of the fact that I was listening to music while in the video, and I didn't realize that that my computer was also picking up on the music. Okay, I meant to do 5x5, not 4x4. So let's just make this look a little more even. Hey, funny number 6, 7. This zoom in thing is something built in with the Minecraft Bedrock Edition launcher for Linux. It's a mod that you have to click to be on, but it's actually kind of cool. So if you are someone who's planning on switching to Linux, but you don't want to because of Bedrock Edition, this works. It's not great, but it works. How it works is that it plays the Google Play Store version of the game on your PC. So if you've already bought it, that's fine. Just sign into the same account. Or if you haven't already bought it, buy it again. It's only $7, which is unfortunately what I had to do. But it's not great because it's the mobile version, and like the world files, they are files, not Minecraft Bedrock Edition stuff. And I will actually show you. I will log out, but I'll show you some other stuff before. So like here's an issue. I'll just use this as an example. I press enter, it doesn't do that. I have to go all the way on my mouse to do that, which that's not a big deal, but I'm just using that as an example. Another thing is that I cannot go past 32 with vibrant visual. I cannot go past 32 render distance with vibrant visuals off, even though on Windows I can turn it off and I can go up to 92, which doing 92 is what made me realize that there's actually a mushroom island in my Minecraft world. Like, I keep forgetting you can't see it, but like there with where my mouse is. I know you guys can't see my mouse. Where my mouse is right there, that's a mushroom island, and I had no clue till I turned on 92 render distance, and I played in this world for 4 years now. But now let's show you what I mean by the proprietary thing. You see, God, I hate the squeaky chair. When you go to create a new world, you cannot import a world, unfortunately. And so how you do it is a very similar way to Java Edition. Oops, didn't mean to close out of that. And I'm going to, because I'm paranoid. Alright. But yeah, you have to download this launcher, and There's mods. You can go to like installed mods, full blur or full bright. That increases brightness. I've never noticed anything though. There's some other ones that I don't really matter. Intel, I'm on AMD. But in order to import a world, you got to go to settings, and you got to go to worlds. Just like with Java Edition, pretty much. Now, you can import your worlds actually from Windows to Linux pretty easily. I'm going to demonstrate with this right here. Is a copy of my world. This is in the MCPE. This is in the Minecraft world file type, but it's shown as a zip file on Linux. If I go extract, it'll extract it, and now it's a Linux folder. But that's also an issue because then you can't really easily move it back to Windows other than Chunker, maybe. I haven't tested it out. It might have some issues. I imagine it wouldn't have much issues, as it's converting Bedrock to Bedrock. It's just a different file type. Unlike converting Bedrock to Java, which is converting C++ code to JavaScript. Which, yeah. What's weird, though, is converting Java to Bedrock I found actually works not that bad. But converting it the other way around is... that's where there's issues. Some people might wonder, well, why'd you switch to Linux? I kind of question that too, to be honest, sometimes. But I switched initially because I wanted to get into coding. Now that's not really my main goal, and I just switched to Linux because I like something different. But honestly, at times I've considered switching back to Windows. And the reason why is because the aforementioned issues with Bedrock. There's more that I haven't showed, one that's really random. And it's I can't really show you, but it sucks. I'll let you know. And so, yeah. But it's also, there's issues with Bedrock Edition that aren't Bedrock Edition issues. You might have noticed that when I opened up the launcher, it said compatibility issues with the latest version. Yeah, meaning until it gets support, because it's open source, unofficial, I'm playing on an old version. The game will often also crash pretty easily. Especially on like big worlds. And yeah, it's just not the best. I'd say that's good. A good enough cobble for now. Let's think. I'm thinking of if I should do cobblestone or stone bricks. Let's do cobble because it would fit more with the Minecraft, and it's too expensive to do stone bricks. Also, I'm gonna, for this, oops. Because I don't really want the stone bricks showing. You know, one thing I've never really understood is why people from metro areas get so upset when someone tells them that they do not like the the city. Because I don't like the cities. I'm from a rural area of Minnesota, and there are many reasons I do not like the Twin Cities very much. Traffic, that's one thing. The people, the crime, the cost of living, and the politics as well. Like, that's all I'll say about the politics part. Just the politics. And it's like, I I used to argue politics on Reddit. My first mistake was arguing politics. My second mistake was being on Reddit. My third mistake was doing both. And whenever I mentioned that I didn't like the Twin Cities, people got really pissy. They constantly downvoted me and never said anything. I even made a meme about it calling them crybabies, posted it. It got a ton of downvotes, and yet no one ever commented calling me out or saying I'm wrong. And except for one person who had said, "What, you're afraid to leave your house at night?" I'm like, "I don't leave. What, you don't like your something about leaving my house at night?" And I'm like, "I don't leave my house at night." Simple. But like in the Minnesota Discord server, I was in it. I say was because I'll explain to you what happened. Basically, I was at the state fair in August. I was going through the line for the security thing. And as I was doing so, because it was taking a while, I was chatting in the Minnesota Discord server, saying how I was at the state fair and excited. And I had said, I don't really like Minneapolis very much, but I'm glad to be here. And then someone got all defensive. Like, well, that's a good thing for you, because you're in St. Paul. I'm like, oh yeah, I meant to say that. I don't really like the Twin Cities as a whole. And then it was just a bunch of stuff, and like, other people got mad that I didn't like their shitty city. And, they just went on and 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 on. When I say they, I mean multiple people. I think it was. I can't remember. This was months ago. Like, I don't have a life, but you expect me to have a life, not have so little of a life that I can remember small details like that. But like, they kept going on as I was trying to go through the line. And like, one thing about me is I cannot be the one, like, I can never finish an argument on my own. I need someone to step in and stop it. Because if I'm the one who finishes the argument by just stepping away, the way I see it is that I'm the one who loses. And like, this happened a while ago, like a couple weeks ago in another Discord server. One guy was really mad at me for using AI for a 10-second shit post. He was like, "You could go outside on your doorbell camera and you can record a video of yourself screaming about 6, 7, and Among Us." And I'm like, if I do that, people are gonna think I'm crazy, and think I must be wrong. Oh, there must be something wrong with me. And it just kept going on and on and on because the guy couldn't understand that, and the guy was frankly, okay, I was about to say the word, but I realized this is YouTube, so I'm not gonna say the word. I say it frequently in real life, and I'm not ashamed to say that. It's the R word for stupid people. Yeah, he was just a rage baiting loser, so eventually I just blocked him and ignored all of his messages after that. But it's like, I brought this up because eventually I was like, okay, I cannot stop this argument on my own. So I pinged a moderator, and I was like, can you come here? This is getting political, and I cannot stop one. And the guy was chill about it. He was like, enough. And then I joined him in VC, because I saw he was in VC, and he was pretty chill about it. He's like, what was going on? And I'm like, oh, it was that idiot. He was mad at me for using AI for a shit post, and then it got political somehow. Yeah, that Discord server is a nice Discord server. However, back to the Minnesota Discord server, eventually it did stop, and I was able to get through the line. And I later had said that, I later went in there. I was like, well, $14 for a foot-long corn dog. That's crazy. He's like, and then someone had said, I think it was someone who was from the previous argument though, had said, well, that's just what you get when you go to a fair. And I'm like, no, my county fair that I go to does not have that kind of pricing. It's still outrageous at like $7 or $8 for a foot-long corn dog, but it's not $14. And then later in the day, I was like, is there still an arcade at the state fair? And again, I think it was the same guy. Goes, do you come in here to just bitch about everything? I'm like, no, it's a genuine question. And then an argument started again. And then eventually the guy, I can't remember if it was the same guy who started it or if it was a different guy, but eventually this guy who was an admin, I didn't realize he was an admin at first, had said, good luck leaving your small town of 500 people. And I had had enough of these people's bullshit. And so I just said, yeah, it's great because people like you are stuck in the metro. And then he banned me for, quote, touch some grass. Like, wow. And I later looked at his profile, it said, be kind to people. Like, bitch, what are you saying? Ban someone because you couldn't handle that I didn't like your shitty city? What a hypocrite. It's like, I did not expect the Minnesota Discord server to be more toxic than the server I was in that said that allowed the N-word and the F-slur and stuff like that in memes. If you're wondering why I was in that server, it's because there was this YouTuber I followed who had ties to another YouTuber, and the other YouTuber was his server. I was also in the same YouTuber's server, which is like, I could make a whole ass series on that server. And in one of my recordings in that video that I unlisted because it had the music that I was listening to accidentally, I did talk about that server. All you need to know is that everyone in there was narcissistic, hypocritical assholes. And there were some nice people there, and I wish I didn't lose the good faith I had with them there. But I found another Discord server to be active in, and the people there are actually funny, actually mature, and actually nice. Maybe I'll make a full video about that Discord server though. Or like a series or something. I don't know. Maybe eventually. 'Cause it'd be a long one. And it would be a very personal one, so I probably won't do it until I feel comfortable. It's like everyone thought so low of me in that server that it was, and now I can just laugh at it. They hated me more than like a lot of other people that they hated, even though I did nothing. They just were that much of assholes. It's like one person would always say, "You are a day older than me, and yet you are so much more immature than me." And I go, "Newsflash. If you have to tell people you're mature, you're not mature. Also, in the grand scheme of things, one day does not make a difference." And all the dumbasses in that server were acting like it made all the difference in the world. When it comes to laws, a day can make a difference, because it's like, you can't go see an NC-17 movie by yourself if it's the day before your 18th birthday. Which, that's a little ridiculous, but they gotta draw the line somewhere. Same thing with the South Park movie having 399 curse words. Saw nostalgia critics say that, oh, one extra curse word and it would have scarred a 17-year-old. And I'm like, well, yeah, you got a point, but they gotta draw the line somewhere. What are we looking at for time now? I can't see the time. How long I've been recording. Where is that? Why can't I see it? There's usually a time displayed of how long I've been recording, but I don't see one. I mean, I am recording, right? Oh yeah, 15 minutes, I'm blind. That'd been funny if this whole time I haven't been recording. Let's also put this here, just because. Oops. And let's just put sticks. And with this, be gone. I don't care. You know, I have one of my friends on... My dog is barking. I have one of my friends on Discord as this MF paid for Discord Nitro. Or Discord Premium. I have it. It's from that same server I was talking about earlier. The one that I left because everyone was assholes. Where the server boosters would get a role called this MF paid for server's name Premium. Yeah, might as well name the server because I don't know. Probably raid it or something. I'm joking. Don't raid a Discord server on my behalf. HOV was the acronym. Okay, I think this looks good. Let's just make sure this is right. And you know, because I won't, imagine I won't need a ton of chests, maybe. Actually, yeah, let's do it with these. You know, all my friends are a little weird. Like, one of my friends, he, like, actually, I wouldn't really consider him a friend, more just an idiot I talk to. I'd never take him seriously. But he's just funny, and the absurd shit he does. Oh yeah, let's write this. But like, he does some dumb shit, and he has sent some crazy shit in the group chat. I'm like, dude, why do you have that stuff? And then one of my other friends, who, it's like, we're all either in some form of sped class or autistic or something. We joke like, we got autism. So we're all in some form of that. One of my friends, he's not in it, though. So we joke like, you're not the sped kid. We're the only one who's not the sped kid. And there's my friend who's very quiet. My friend who's the youngest. Who, how would I describe him? I don't know, the youngest. One of my friends who we make fun of a lot. Another one of my friends who we make fun of a lot. Let's... I nearly forgot about the room that was right here. A lot of the hunters will actually come through this room. No, let's make it 5 blocks. One, two, three, 4, 5. So this room is also oftentimes the coldest because, you know, it's a porch area. I'm also gonna add the windows around it too, because, you know, it's a patio. But because I don't have glass right now, this entire house is just gonna be glass free. Let's just do that outline for now. But we are 59 minutes now, and I think I'm done recording. So I hope you enjoyed me talking about stories while I'm building a little vacation home that I like. And I am looking forward to a change of pace in my Minecraft city, as right now I'm running a little low on ideas. As I talked about earlier, I'm thinking of tearing down the wall, but I think it would just work better to create a tunnel that goes out to expand the city, or maybe even tear something down that allows me to have a place through the wall where I can go to the outside for expanding the city. I don't know. I was thinking of possibly moving the bank. The bank is the oldest building in my Minecraft world. Or not the oldest, one of the oldest. It was one of the first things I built in the city. So I'm just thinking. Yeah, I'll have to figure it out. Yeah. But, yeah, so I will upload this video, and I think I'll actually start linking things in the comments, or in the description. And so I have a Discord server that I barely use and forget about a lot. But if you have any ideas for my Minecraft world or my Minecraft city, you can submit them in my Discord server, and that's if I remember to put it in the description, which I might forget. But thank you for watching, and I will see you later.